I am still a little bit in shock. So it's December 3rd, 3 days since we finished NaNoWriMo, National Writers Month, if I'm saying that rightly, right? And I thought after 3 days of resting, or just resting from writing so much, I would share a little bit what I learned working on 2 books. So I never planned on writing 2 books during Nano, or trying to. So, but it gave me something to compare. And that is what I want to share with you guys today, because I learned something very important about myself as a writer during this month. So for those of you that might see this are not following me or subscribing, I hope you do. I live streamed the whole of November every day except for 2 days. That it was about, I think I counted the number for about being about 127 hours of live streaming during that month. I decided I would not write a single word except when I was live. And I stuck to that. I didn't write a single word. So when I started writing, I was a total pantser. I just wrote by the heel of my boot and didn't think about nothing else, just wrote and see what will come. After I got older, I started writing less and getting insecure by my writing and all that jazz and all that typical thing that seems to happen in a writer's life. And this year, I decided, actually since I started this series, Forgotten Magic, in Icelandic, as I write in Icelandic, I realized how much of a planner I am. And this Nano kind of proved to me that I am a planner through and through, and that is the perfect path for me. And the other thing I learned is, just to clarify, I am a very slow writer. I write very slowly, like crazy slowly. I've won Nano, I think 2 or 3 times, for the last 3 books. But I've lost a lot. I don't know. I have lost count of how many times I have lost Nano. Way too more often than I would like to admit, but it's no shame in that. As long as you take part, that's the only thing that matters. So I decided I was going to write book number 3 in my Forgotten Magic series this year. So I planned the book. I am a planner. I have just given into the fact that I need to plan. I love planning. I love plotting, the planning, and all the juicy stuff when it comes to that. And I planned the book through and through with every detail. So when November 1st came, I was completely ready. I was iron tight with my plan. And that proved to be in my advantage, because for the first time ever, I was a fast writer. I went from writing 500 words a day, and I found that huge. If I could write 500 words a day, I was like, holy hell, how the hell did I do that? And that would take me hours. And also, I also this year discovered sprinting. But I'm still was slow getting the words. But I was getting more and more words slow and steadily because of sprinting. I discovered that sprinting was a key for me to get more words out. So I started getting 500 words at night when I was sprinting. I started getting 1,000 words when I was sprinting, but I was still low numbers. And I never gave myself the time to focus on writing, because you have to pay your bills, you have to do your job. So all the priorities I have were bill related. Money to pay the bills. Like I know most of you, at least a lot of you that do take part, are maybe in some situation. Some of you have kids. Some of you are young kids and starting school or in school. If you can hear that, that's my cat Pookie, my 7-year-old cat. And for the streamers that streamed with me during Nano, you know who he is. But yes, back to the point. So I walked into Nano with a goal. I decided I was going to dedicate myself to finishing a book during Nano. And to make sure I did that, I decided I was going to live stream the whole time. I decided I was going to start a YouTube channel. I was going to stream every single day, not to get people attention or find fellow sprinters. Just the main purpose of the stream was to have a digital log of me working on my book. That was the basic main focus of the stream. Just get the words out, have a digital log of it, and video to prove it that I am actually here writing. No procrastination. Procrastination. Oh, of course, I can't say the word. So I'm notorious procrastinator. Yeah, there it goes. I have a very short attention span when it comes to computer work, and my brain just goes right away. And maybe most of my writing time will go me getting distracted on something else that's not book related, not writing related. And maybe that's the other reason I never get so many words, because I got so distracted. I was wasting my time watching YouTube videos or doing this quiz. So now, how many? What is your future? What's your animal? What's your? How evil are you? Or stuff like that. Stupid stuff like that. Time wasting, silly things. So this Nano, I set the goal. I created the YouTube channel, I think, a couple of days before Nano. Put everything up fancy and everything just to make myself feel better, and started. And I decided I was going to do sprinting. So I discovered sprinting through Kat Kenoff, Shay with all the hobbies. Lovely girls. And I became in love with it. I just freaking loved it. It was getting me to write again. I was getting words up. I was getting more confident with myself as a writer. So I decided this is going to be me sprinting. I'm just going to sprint for 20 minutes each sprint and just keep on going for at least 3 hours every day. And that is what I did. And I wrote 50K story, a fast draft. I fast drafted the book. That I figured out that would be the fastest, easiest way for me to get the book out of my head is a fast draft. And I've already discovered that is the key for me, to fast draft and then edit. So that is what I did. And I finished that fast draft in 15 days. I can't explain to you the fascination of me finishing a book in 15 days. I'm a snail when it comes to writing. I'm a snail. It is just painful how slow I am. And after those 15 days, it was like, oh yeah, excuse the language. I finished the book in 15 days. And I know I'm repeating myself, but me in only 15 days. So I was like, ooh, that's awesome. I'm a fast writer now. I can write 3,000 words in an evening. No problem. Easy peasy. And there's where I get cocky. So on the 15th day, I'm like, I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to try to write the 4th book of my series. So that is what I do. I start writing my 4th book. But there comes what I learned. So you don't write as fast if you're not completely outlined or planned. if you want to write fast, you have to outline, you have to plan, you have to have everything planned out. When I wrote book 3, I had everything planned out. I knew exactly what was happening. I had a walkthrough through every scene, through everything. And that's why I wrote the book so fast. But I hadn't finished book number 4. I knew the rough outline. I knew half of it, but I didn't know all the detail, every single detail, why, all the questions and the answers to the why in book 4, because I never intended to write that during Nano. I was like, me writing 2 books in Nano? You crazy. I'm lucky if I finished 1. And so I managed to give myself a break. I did write 25K in that story. In total, 75K for both books. But it also just proved, if you're gonna write so many words in such a short suspension of time, for me at least, I think you need to be outlined and planned. I know I would have finished those 2 books if I had completely planned out on both books. Maybe one of the reasons why I think so is because it takes so much energy to be trying to write a book and plan a book at the same time. So by pantsing and trying to plan it and not plan it, but just going with the flow, for me, it caused unnecessary stress. I got way more exhausted than I thought I would be. Also, the other thing, I'm working a full-time job. I work 7 up to 10 hours every week, depending on the days. And writing for those hours, like, I don't have kids. So imagine if you have kids and you wrote a book during Nano, you freaking chap. You freaking rock star. If you're doing school full time, freaking rock star. Damn. You wrote 10,000 words during Nano? Freaking damn. Oh my. Just. So, that is what I learned during Nano. After Nano, especially. You can write a book very fast by sprinting and having it planned out to a T. If you do those 2 things and you find an awesome writing buddy or writing buddies, you can just, excuse the word if it means something different, but I'm an Icelander and this is not, you're spewing out the words. They flow, but you have to be, or I think, it's not necessarily what you have to think, but I think you kind of have to be a planner or learn to plan if you're going to write fast. I'm at least curious now to see. That's the big thing now. I'm very curious to see if I were to plan out maybe 2 or 3 books in advance, just everything planned out, how fast could I be? If I had everything planned out, sprinting, because sprinting seems to be the key, and an awesome community of writing buddies. Because that is the third thing I think was the main component to my success of writing 75K during Nano. I started this not seeking out company because I'm an antisocial a-hole. I get people get maybe tired, but people started enjoying my streams and I started making connection with awesome people. And the community of writing with others, getting motivation between the sprints. How many words did you get? Oh, you got this. Oh, you did this. Oh, freaking fantastic. You're doing such a great job. And everybody exchanging like peps, motivation. Just, you get your blood pumping. It gets you inspiration boiling with excitement. And just by trying to building that network of people that like doing the same thing as you, they don't have to be writing the same genres. Like the group that wrote with me constantly, we were up to 20 people every day, almost every day, writing. And such a variety of genres is freaking crazy. But we all had the same goal. It was inspiring. So if you're attempting to write a book, if you see this next year during Nano or prepping for Nano or the camp Nano, find yourself a live stream to sprint with. Plan your book and just do it. Sprints, well planned and organized. I'm just good company. I'm pretty sure, even though I'm sure with both just with sprinting solo and being overly planned, I would have finished the book definitely during Nano. And most likely early, but I'm not sure if I had finished it this early if it wasn't for the company. I also think that is a very important thing. Having the company, company. It's just, so yeah. That's my 17 minutes of talking endlessly. Anyway, I just want to give you guys my 2 cents. And if you read this, not read this. Read this. You're lost in mind, girl. I just wanted to share a little video about that. It's simple, it's easy, and just proving to myself I'm a planner through and through. I love planning. I love plotting. I love knowing every single silly little detail, from the thoughts to dreams to what they did and everything. And yeah, so if you're a planner, awesome. Try. Maybe this will work for you, maybe not. If you are a pantser through and through, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. If you find a way to fast draft the book fast by pantsing, please make a video to share with your fellow pantsers. Because you never know who's going to benefit from you sharing your knowledge. You never know. I know from myself that I love learning from fellow writers. And thanks to the awesome community I have connected with over the month, I decided it was a time I gave a little bit of my own views. Because if it helps somebody, awesome. If it doesn't, okay. And yeah, if we don't share, how can we evolve? How can we learn? I love learning, so hopefully this will help somebody. But I'm going to stop now. I've been talking for 18 minutes straight. And if you're still listening, I applaud you. Thank you so much for listening to my little rant, or not a rant, just talk. I hope you like this video, share with your friends, and if you're not subscribed, I do hope you subscribe. And remember, as I intend to start writing more often and finish more books, I will be making regular live streams. I'm going to continue writing live. I'm going to continue making my writing sessions always live. When I write my book, when I'm working on my stories, I will be live. And if you want to join me, subscribe and join on the fun. For the people that are already sprinting with me, guys, I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. Thank you for making my Nano my best one yet. Thank you for the support. Thank you for being so freaking precious. I cannot describe how Blessed I feel to have you accompany me during Nano. It was a true honor. And I hope we will do this every year. And maybe just stick out through the year. Or longer. Who knows how many books we can finish together? Who knows? Okay, guys. Thank you so much for the video. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. And yeah, see you later.